everyone. Welcome to tonight's Big Brother 24 chat.
Oh, hi. Why do I feel like a mannequin tonight?
A mannequin?
I'm just feeling...
Like Kim Cattrall?
Yeah. It's episode 19, and last time Indy was evicted.
During the longest episode ever. Or maybe just felt like it. I don't know.
No, it was. They dragged 60 minutes into 120 minutes.
Yeah.
No less than 120
Not
minutes.
Actually, though, because, like, how many commercial breaks were there last time?
5,000.
A lot. But anyway, we did get to see on last time's episode that Michael and Terrance both won HOH. It's a big twist this week.
Is it something we're happy about?
Sort of.
Right.
Okay, so just to recap really quickly, the twist this week, the house will be divided in half. Half of them are going to be living the life at Big Brochella inside.
Will they go?
They're getting their laundry done for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, because the machines are outside?
Yeah. And the other half are going to be roughing it in the backyard all week.
Great. But at least they're with Turner.
Yeah.
Well,
True.
we're not there yet.
But, okay, so there's two sides of the house, and there will be two nomination ceremonies, two POV comps, two
and
POV ceremonies.
Evictions.
Oh, my God.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, so Michael got to pick first because he was the ultimate Grand Supreme winner of the HOH competition.
Yeah, it's a schoolyard pick here to determine the two sides, which I think is a mistake. I think
so. No, I don't think so.
I think this twist would have been better if they had separated everybody randomly first. Just pick out of a hat, whatever you got to do. Separate them, then play separate HOH competitions, because I don't think the two sides should have even known who won HOH on either side. I think that would have been way more exciting.
No, I don't think so. I think it's better like this because it allows some cards to be shown. We want to see the cards. We don't want a stack of unsolved mysteries.
Yes,
we
want
to know.
So we can keep holding those up. But anyway, like you said, Michael was the first to pick.
Yes, and he picked Jasmine because he wants to get rid of her. She's a
target.
target.
She thought it was because they're so close, and this just shows it.
I could trust him.
Girl,
No,
you really
can't.
think he would pick you over Brittany if it was, like, determined by close? Like, what? But she's all too happy to not be living in the backyard this week.
Yeah, that's what he told her. Mm-hmm. Terrance picked Turner because
these two are pretty tight.
Turner is like a puppet master with Terrance. He like works the strings, and Terrance does stuff. Terrance doesn't really know the game as well as Turner, and he knows that.
Yeah,
he admits it.
All right, well, Michael is up again, and he's like, okay, I've got a potential target in Jasmine. Now I want to pick somebody who can help me make it happen, because since there are only 5 people on each side, you only need one
vote.
1v1 to force a tie, and then the HOH breaks it. So he's like, Brittany and I are going to be on the same page, always. He picks Brittany.
So whatever he wants to have done, it shall be done.
Right. And
he
of course,
says it and it will be.
He wants to protect Brittany as well. And I'm sure he wants to have game chats with her this week. So Brittany is living luxury this week.
So then when Terrance picked Turner, Turner said, pick your target next.
Terrance was like, ugh. So I guess he doesn't have that much sway over him at this point. But Terrance was all like, all right, Alyssa voted for me to stay, along with, like, almost everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for, like, one person.
Yeah, except for the other HOH, but okay. So he was like, I think I could see myself working with Alyssa moving forward. So he chooses her.
Even though they're not working together right now. And she said...
She was not happy that she was going to be spending the week in the backyard.
No. So then Michael picked Taylor.
Another person who should be on the same page as him. She's in the Leftovers Alliance, and he's saying, I would like to keep her safe.
Okay.
He and Brittany do have a final 3 with Taylor.
Then Terrance said, Turner told me to pick the target. Oh, all right, Joseph. Joseph's my target.
Yeah. I don't feel good about that. I don't like it.
Yeah. So then Michael picked, Monty and Kyle were left.
The last 2 to be kicked for the, to be picked for the kickball team.
And Michael picks Monty, as Jasmine would say. Moni.
Yeah. Monty is also, a member of the Leftovers, as is Kyle.
It feels like everybody's a Leftover Alliance member
now. Well,
now.
because there's only 3 people left that are not in the Leftovers.
So.
But anyway, Michael's thinking here is Kyle is off the rails. Mm-hmm. He has been talking now for a bit about taking a shot at the Leftovers. Michael doesn't want to have to deal with that on his side.
Right.
So he's going to send Kyle over to do some dirty work on the other side, potentially. And then Michael can get out a big competitor through Kyle and not have any blood on his hands for it.
I mean...
He's secretly hoping, that Kyle will make a move here against the Leftovers.
That is a pretty good plan.
So yeah, Kyle is on Terrance's side by default.
Yeah. So they picked, and then they all went in the house together.
What? I understand that they needed time to break down the competition and set up.
They should have sent the Brochellas in separately and said, look, come this way. Pizza and beer up in the HOH room. Now get your asses in there so that we can lock you in, and then we're going to send in the other people to pack a bag.
Yeah, they should not have been able to interact like that.
No, Julie. It was sloppy. And people talked. And then people said, oh no, some people are cheating.
Yeah, because I guess Kyle and Michael.
I'm
so tired.
I know. Kyle and Michael were talking.
Yeah.
And people weren't happy about that, Derek.
Coming up with plans that, like, Joseph would be the target on Terrance's side.
Yeah.
And Monty would potentially be the target on Michael's side.
Yeah. People weren't happy about that.
Yeah.
All right, so like we said, pizza and beer, HOH room, Dyer Fest, pack up your crap and get out. So Terry is going around telling everybody that they're freaking safe this week.
Well, not everybody. He lets Turner know that he's good this week.
He lets Alyssa know that she's safe. He tells Turner, you're going to have to help me because I'm no shit. The backyard's pretty rough, too. It's a mess.
Let's talk about the setup.
All right.
I mean, honestly, it could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse.
How?
Okay, so they have 2 porta potties.
They have a shower that is clearly see-through.
Yeah, I believe Big Brother told them, hey, make sure you wear your swimsuits when you're in there, because, like, we can see everything. I believe also one of the porta potties was out of order pretty quickly.
That's horrifying.
So that's bad. But, like,
who destroyed that porta potty?
I don't know.
Was it Terry?
They had a nice kitchenette area.
Nice?
I thought it was pretty decent for outside.
The food selection was not fire.
That's spam, not fire.
No, especially when you're vegan. You don't want the spam. So, but Turner did find some nice cold cuts vegan cold cuts in the little refrigerator. And
they said on the show limited groceries, but I remember on the feeds Turner was all like, oh yeah, they told us if we need more food, we just like say it into this little speaker situation and then they'll like deliver it safely. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they said. I don't know. So they also had a canopy tent.
Yeah, I originally thought that was like the HOH room,
That's
but
what I
they
thought
all
too.
get to sleep in there.
Yeah.
But Terry gets a cot.
Right. Terrance has a cot. Everybody else has sleeping bags. They had blankets out there. They brought the pillows from inside.
They look like nice, fresh sleeping bags from the sporting goods store and probably didn't smell too bad.
That's nice.
Yeah, good for them. But I also heard Big Brother saying, don't forget your sunscreen, house guests, because they're freaking baking out there like potatoes.
That is the rough part, right? Cold nights. They're baking
Hot
in the sun
days.
during the day. Yikes.
See-through showers.
Yeah.
Probably yeast infections.
Ugh. I think one of the most difficult parts of this, though, is, like, game-wise, there's not a lot of places to escape and talk.
You can't, like, go upstairs
privately.
on, like, the...
Well, the diary room is upstairs. How'd you like that background that they were using? It felt very bright. It was a lot.
It was too much.
But I did like the picture that they used of the dirty beach, even though it made me sad that the beach was so dirty. But it was fitting for the theme.
Wasn't as dirty as Woodstock. All right. So Terry got a letter from his wifey.
Very
and he
sweet.
was so emoji. He's like, this is really good. This is making me want to make a big move.
So it's Tracy's fault what's happening this
Exactly.
now. But yeah, he's feeling good after getting that letter from home.
And on the other side, Michael got his letter from his soon-to-be hubby, Hayden.
And this was important that they showed this letter because last time when Michael was HOH, they did not show his letter from Hayden, and it was not cool.
But they left out about the drag race party.
I know, but I guess, they had to trim the fat here.
But at least they had the cats in there. They had pictures of the cats.
The girls. I love that.
Love it. All right, so Michael and Jasmine, everybody clears out except for Jasmine.
Well, Michael's like, you know
what do you
what?
got to eat?
I'm going to be staying up anyway. So I am willing to have some one-on-one chats tonight.
Okay. So Michael says, I'm putting up Monty.
He is playing it off like Monty is his target this week.
Jasmine said, I really don't want to go up on my birthday week.
Oh my God! Your birthday week! She has been saying this for like 3 weeks now.
I don't want to go up on the day that I'm breathing. I don't
just
want to
too
go
much.
up on a day that ends in a Y.
And she said it to the wrong person because I think out of anyone, well, maybe except for Turner, Michael is the second most pissed by all this stuff that Jasmine tries to pull. Like her birthday, week, month, year.
Said, okay, thanks, bye.
So she didn't really have a great argument to stay off the block.
So,
Also, everybody plays for the POV this week, so it's not
a backdoor.
like a huge deal if you're up on the block as opposed to not being on the block.
So Michael, Monty, Taylor, and Brittany, or Brittany if you prefer, had a mini meeting of the leftovers.
Brochella leftovers.
Yes. And they were like, Jasmine's going up.
Laughing about her, trying to milk that birthday one more week. Too much.
So what's happening in Dyer Fest? Everyone's wondering.
I mean, this is the first time in a long time that there's been an HOH that is not a member of the Alliance. Also, can they trust Kyle?
No.
They have their doubts about Turner, too, which, like...
Well, they hope Joseph's not in danger. They don't care about the rest of the scrubs out there, but they really don't want the possibility of Joseph not returning safely.
This is what they're showing, but also there's been so many conversations between Michael and Brittany where they're like, I mean, if it's leftover strong till Final 7, cool, but like, if Kyle wilds out over there and Joseph goes this week, oops, and our hands are clean.
Right.
So they're kind of like hoping that Joseph will go on the other side.
But Taylor, who doesn't really... I don't think she's really playing the big game she is in that alliance with Michael and Brittany, but I really feel like she's an expendable.
To them?
To them.
Oh, yeah. I feel that Taylor is trying to be loyal to the leftovers until 7 here.
Yes.
She wants that, but Michael and Brittany...
She's not on that same Michael and Brittany page.
No, she's not in that much with them.
And she wants Alyssa out. She hopes that Joseph's not in danger.
Right. And I just want to clarify, too, on this side of things, Big Brochella, Michael and Brittany have also discussed, we're saying that Jasmine is our target in front of Monty and Taylor, obviously. But...
if Monty were to get evicted... Oops.
Maybe it's time to make a big move, So they are considering it. They're thinking about it.
All right, so Terry and Turner have a little meeting. Who do I put up?
Right. So Turner's like, not me.
You should put up the showmans.
Which is logical, right?
Yeah.
I mean, why would you not want to split up the showmans at this point? But also, Turner, super loyal to the leftovers. He wants Alyssa out this week. So he's like, if the showmans is up there... I'm voting out Alyssa.
And Terry said, oh, psych, I told Alyssa she was safe this week.
Okay, Terrance's target here is Joseph.
Right.
Sorry, we had a battery emergency. But anyway.
All right, so Terry wants to put Kyle and Joseph up.
Terrance wants to target Joseph this week. And hearing this... inside, Turner's like, oh shit. Because he does not want Joseph to go this week. He wants Alyssa to go this week. But he's going along with it. He's like, okay. And they actually showed these conversations out of order.
Yeah.
Because at that point, Terrance was like, all right, I'll put up Alyssa and Joseph.
But Alyssa said no.
Yeah, he talks to Alyssa.
Want to be a pawn?
She's all like, no, you should put up Kyle and Joseph. Like, he'll be fine with it. It's all good.
I love how she speaks for him.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle will be okay with it.
It's interesting to hear her speaking at all. I mean...
That's true. Except for, that's okay.
I feel like she hasn't really been playing the game much in the last few weeks, now that she's all showmanced up.
Yeah. All right, well, Kyle doesn't want to go up either.
Well, okay, Terrance talks to Joseph, and he's lying and saying that Kyle is the target, but it's actually Joseph. And he's like, Joseph, I'm going to keep you safe, yada, yada, yada. But he does basically tell him, you're probably going to end up on the block next to Kyle.
Joseph said, that feels icky.
Yeah, he's not so sure about that.
No.
So then Terrance talks to Kyle, and he's telling him, look, I talked to Alyssa. She said you'd be cool with going up. And Kyle is not only saying, like, yes, that's fine, but he's like, if you win the power veto, like, feel free to leave knobs the same. Because, like, I know I'm fine against Joseph. Like, let's get this done. Let's do it. Really, like, enthusiastic about helping Terrance out with this plan. But he, on the inside, is like,
dying.
F this. I'm not doing it.
All right, well, Kyle craps in a diaper.
He is ready to throw everything away to make sure that he and Alyssa do not end up on the block
garbage,
this week.
get it out of here.
He's ready to blow up whatever he needs to blow up.
So he starts off by telling Alyssa his alliance wanted her out.
He's like, so what do you think what happened with the Amira vote?
What? Who?
Yeah, she's out of it. But anyway, he spills all about the leftovers. And it's very frustrating to watch. And it's also just frustrating.
She has zero reaction.
She's just sitting there like...
Okay.
Are you alive? Like, what's going on in there? Oh, my God.
No, she's not.
All right, so Kyle is like, I'm going to use this. I'm going to tell Terrance about it as well. And I'm going to try and make sure that both of us stay off the block and Turner and Joseph go up instead. So Alyssa's like, okay, yeah.
Do whatever you got to do. So then Kyle tells Terry about the leftovers.
He's pissed. He's not happy about it.
He said, Monty is running the show. Joseph is his right-hand man. And Turner is in on it too.
Yeah.
He left out, I'm in on it too.
Kyle is selling everybody out and really downplaying his part in all of this.
Right. They forced me to do everything.
Yeah, and he's telling Terrance, guess what? Monty and Joseph, they wanted you to be their festy bestie because they wanted you to be the one to leave if you were all nominated. Yeah, so Kyle definitely puts that target even more onto Joseph and now onto Turner as well. Well, and Kyle is setting up here to start a new alliance with himself, Alyssa, Terrance, Michael, and Brittany.
Yes. So,
I hope Michael and Brittany are like, no.
I know, right?
I hope.
Hey, the battery died again.
I'm going to smash my head into a wall. But anyway,
okay.
Alyssa and Terrance now know a little bit more about what's been going on. And they're like, oh my God, we got played. Like, this is wild. This is Big Brother.
Alyssa actually pulls out, I wish we had kept Daniel.
Did she forget that Daniel was up on the block against Kyle, her showmance? Or what? Like, what's going on there?
I'm
assuming she means, like, she wishes they could still have Daniel and Kyle. But who knows what's going on there.
All right, well, Michael and Monty have a chat, and Monty actually offers to go up as a pawn.
I mean, he knew that he was going to be going up anyway, because Michael's not going to put up Brittany. He's not going to put up Taylor. So he knew he's going up. He wanted to get some goodwill with Michael. He's like, okay, it's my turn in the alliance to be up on the block on an eviction night. And also it just sells the story more that Michael is targeting Monty this week. And I mean, they're only trying to fool Jasmine here.
Right.
They don't have to fool a bunch of people, and it's working. Like, Jasmine believes that Monty is the target.
I mean, she's not thrilled about being the pawn. No,
she's
not
like,
remotely.
I worked so hard to be here.
But she feels safe because, like, Michael picked her first.
And she thinks Monty's the target.
I give it a
All right. Well, they have the nomination ceremonies, and I love how they spliced it together.
It was masterful. So over in Big Brochella, as expected, Monty and Jasmine are nominees.
This is smooth.
What are words?
Yeah, this is smooth. It's calm. It's cool. It's collected.
Nothing personal. Win the HOH.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's only a handful of people.
All right. Over at Dyer Fest, it's living up to the name. Like, it's chaotic. It's messy.
One of the porta potties is broke.
All right. So Terrance puts up Joseph and Turner. And this is super awkward because he did not tell Turner ahead of time about this change of plans. That Turner would be going up on the block. So Turner's just like...
shocked.
Yeah.
And he tells Joseph and Turner, you made some big moves.
Terrance's speech was kind of confusing to me. I feel like he didn't have a lot of time to, like, figure out what he was going to say. And also, like, figure out what he would say to not reveal that Kyle spilled the beans about the leftovers.
Yeah.
So it didn't really make a lot of sense to me.
No. Probably didn't make a lot of sense to most people.
Yeah.
So, wow. There we are.
I'm sorry. I'm just, like, so annoyed with Kyle. Every time I see him on the feeds, I'm like, here we go again. Mamma Mia, too.
I mean, yes, he made a move to save himself, but...
he wasn't the target this week.
He wasn't the target, and...
I know he didn't want Alyssa to be up on the block, but, like, I feel like him selling out the leftovers is going to really hurt him in the long run.
I don't think he's going to make it to the end. I don't think he's going to survive the crash.
And if he does, I don't see him getting those jury votes.
No. So, we have to look forward to a surprise visit from one of the cookout members.
Yay!
We already know.
Yeah.
All right. So, let us know what you're looking forward to. What do you think about the nominations? We got to go before this battery dies again.
We've got 2 different POV competitions coming up on Wednesday.
Yeah,
So that's fun.
Until then,
much love.